Hello Leo, this is Turquoise Tarot here with your reading. I want to say first and foremost, I'm so sorry that you've had to wait so long for your reading this month. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sick, and I've been sick for a couple weeks now, dealing with a really bad sinus infection and cold. And I've also had internet problems and computer problems, so it's just been a crazy past 2 weeks for me, and I was really hoping I'd have your videos up before now, but I just want to apologize again. Since it's middle month already, I was thinking that what I'll do is do this reading for the next 6 weeks. So this will encompass this 2 weeks, ending the last 2 weeks of May, and then also the 4 weeks of June. Because these are quite long readings, since I'm doing 3 separate spreads, and it's about an hour long, so I just thought it would be easier to just do it for the next 6 weeks, rather 4 weeks or 2 weeks, and I hope that the messages will resonate with you. Again, thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. If I sneeze or blow my nose or anything, please be patient with me. It's been crazy. This cold just does not want to go away, and my ears are popping. It's crazy. I have my tea here, so you may see me sip on that, but I feel so bad about not getting these videos up, and I apologize. So what I'm going to be doing, I don't know if any of you have seen my other videos that I uploaded for May, for the 3 signs that I got to upload, but I'm going to be doing a general spread, and then I'm going to do a spread for singles and then a spread for couples. So stick around, because we got the general and then we got the love portion reading. Let me just shuffle here for a few moments, and I will see what the general energies are. Also, if any of you are interested in a private reading, I'll post my website in the information box below this video. And thank you everyone for your likes, shares, subscribe, and please continue to let me know how these readings resonate, and if they do, that helps me a great deal. I'm sorry, these cards are just bulky and difficult to shuffle sometimes. Okay. General messages for Leo for the next 6 weeks through May and June. General messages for Leo. Alright, High Priestess flew out, so I'm going to set this aside. General messages for Leo. General messages for Leo. General messages for Leo. General messages for Leo. Okay. So the first card I have is the Queen of Wands. You're coming out here, Leo. Out the gate. We got the Lovers. Strength. Again, another Leo card. 5 of Swords. Ace of Swords. 8 of Swords. King of Wands. There's a lot of fire in this reading, and swords, my goodness. The Wheel of Fortune. And the 4 of Swords. What is going on, Leo? Then we got the Ace of Cups on the bottom. Okay, so let's see what we got here, because this is a pretty strong reading. Of course, we know, most of us who watch these videos on YouTube know about the different suits and what they symbolize. And with the swords, it's all about mental energy, it's all about thoughts, it's all about communication and insight or clarity in a situation. And the Ace of Swords being straight in the middle is telling me that there's something that you've been fighting for, or working really hard at. It's been very difficult. It's been a challenge. And it's saying here that over the next 6 weeks, you're going to be victorious in achieving whatever it is that you've been fighting for. Now remember, these are general readings, so it's going to apply to each individual Leo differently. But along with these swords, there's a lot of fire in this reading. We have the Queen of Wands, we have the King of Wands, and then we have the Strength card, and they're all surrounding these swords energies. With the Lovers here, it's telling me there's a head or heart decision that you had to make, and it can be for some of you involving a relationship, okay? Maybe it's with another fire sign like yourself, or this other person resembles something of a fire sign, so they may be outgoing, or they may be, just very passionate, or can be, one of the negative aspects would be someone who's temperamental. This can be someone who just believes they're right and stands firm in their convictions and has no qualms about letting you know where they stand or what they want or how they feel. I feel that there's some small victory in a way with this other fire sign. And again, I just want to point out, when I do these general readings and I talk about fire signs, it doesn't have to be a fire sign that you're dealing with. I really like to focus on the characteristics of the court cards. So again, with what I explained about the court card, the fire sign, that may be someone in your life that's resembling a fire sign to you. Okay, man or woman, because we have both the Queen and King here. And in the center of them, we have this Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is about a victory of some sort, but it's a shallow victory, or it's one person winning out against another individual, or possibly two other individuals, because there's typically two people in the background of this card. But I feel that this person you're dealing with, they may be the one that has the small victory, but it's like you won the battle, he won the battle, or she won the battle, but they haven't won the war. Because in the center you have the Ace of Swords, and this is all about that ultimate victory. It's about going through some challenges and difficulties and finally getting resolution and obtaining that victory because it was fought for. The Wheel of Fortune under that just tells me that things are going to be turning in your favor. So if things, this person had some small victory in a sense, and you felt like you were set back by whatever their small victory was, you ultimately will win. Like I said, you'll win the war. The Wheel of Fortune here underneath the Ace of Swords is saying that your luck is changing. Okay, so maybe, as I said, in the past you felt like this person may have a leg up on you, or something going on where you feel like you're more in a difficult situation than they are. Things are going to be changing for the better for you. The Strength card is all about you, Leo. It's all about you. It's saying here you have the strength, and you can tame the beast within yourself. So with the High Priestess here, I want to say that one important message would be to learning how to tame that beast within yourself. This may be a situation that gets you fired up, which I can see because we have, three fire cards here. It may be a situation that gets you fired up and heated and passionate, but ultimately the way you're going to obtain this victory, whatever it may be in regards to, is by learning to tame that inner beast, learning to tame your anger or frustrations, and use them in a way that is more calculated, more strategic. So you know that this person fires you up, you know that this person plays on your feelings, or you know that this person can easily upset you. So you, knowing that, again, have to be strategic and have to understand, there's intention behind this on their part. So knowing that is their intention, don't give in to that. Don't feed it. And that may be challenging for you, because underneath that we have the Eight of Swords, which talks about feeling mentally stuck. Feeling as if feeling as if you're not sure how you're going to handle this person or this individual. Feeling trapped. In this deck, this woman is completely surrounded in this bubble with the swords underneath her. So she feels mentally stuck. She doesn't see the way out. And that may be how you're feeling. You may feel as though you're not sure how you're going to handle this person. But just know that you have victory on your side. It's all about taming your inner beast and being strategic in how you handle this person, knowing what their motives are, or understanding their motives in the sense that, you know, they may try to upset you in some way or play on your emotions in some way, and it's really for you to learn how to play that game in a sense. And I'm not saying anybody should be playing mind games or whatnot, but you know, sometimes we just have to know how to handle people, especially toxic people, especially people that don't mean, don't wish us the best, or you know, have the best intentions, okay? The Four of Swords underneath this tells me that at the end of this 6 weeks, you're going to be able to have a period of rest, and this is what you certainly need, because you've been, you know, this has been very emotionally overwhelming for you with the Ace of Cups here. The Ace of Cups can talk about just feeling very emotionally overwhelmed, and I feel as though you're finally going to get what you need, and that's rest. You need a timeout. You need space. You need to be able to really relax and contemplate, because you've been working so hard at this victory, and dealing with this person has put you in a place where you just feel stressed and anxious or upset all the time, and you just really need a timeout. Again, the High Priestess, I feel, is linked to the Strength card in a big way, where it's saying, you know, listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, and learn how to control those feelings within yourself, because the High Priestess, she's all about keeping things to herself and not revealing things. And the thing with the High Priestess is, she tells us, you will understand in good time. You will eventually understand what lessons or what wisdom is to be gained out of this. But in the meantime, really focus on just going through the process, right? So with the High Priestess here, it talks about going in and reflecting on ourselves. And I can see that here with the Four of Swords as well. It's taking this time out to reflect, to help you get out of this mindset or this space where you feel stuck, and learn how to tame your inner beast, learn how to tame your passions or your energies, so that you can come out on top. I'm going to take some oracle cards on this, and we'll just get some clarity. And I think, honestly, the first card that I'd like to look at is this Lovers card. Again, this head or heart decision may be different for all of you, so it's not going to be the same, but if we can get some more clarity on that so we can understand what this victory is in regards to, that may be helpful. Okay. Well, a change took place that caused some jealousy or resentment or animosity. And now you're dealing with the head or heart decision of letting this go. This can be related to work, but it also can be related to a relationship or a family member, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean that you were jealous. You could have been the one that was jealous, and that may be why it's talking about taming your inner beast and controlling your emotions and being more strategic, okay? But it can also be the other person here. that's jealous or envious of you in some way. And so they may be playing petty games, and that's where they get this, you know, small victory because you feel emotionally like they've done something to you that you're not too happy about, right? But this talks about reflecting on the past as well. This widow card talking about you're looking back saying, did I make the right decision? And if you're questioning that over the course of the next 6 weeks, I will tell you that you did make the right decision because the Ace of Swords is underneath that. So you have the mental clarity and you do understand, but emotionally, you know, with the Strength card here, emotionally you may feel like I just got to be really emotionally strong to get through this because I still care about this person, or I wanted things to end differently or work out differently than what they have. I want to look at the Five of Swords. Something new. Okay. So in the Five of Swords, a small victory for someone and someone else being left kind of without, okay? Or out in the cold, kind of. We have the baby, which is symbolic of something new that occurred. There was a visit, so perhaps you or another person that you're dealing with had a visit and had a conversation with someone, or reconnected with someone, and there was a lot of joy about it. There was a lot of happiness. Again, this can be you or this can be the other person. I feel like it's another fire sign or someone that symbolizes those traits. Perhaps you weren't too happy about it, or perhaps they weren't too happy about it, which caused this jealousy and the decision to leave whatever behind, okay? Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune here. Oh my goodness, yeah. So whatever you have going on with this other individual, okay, remember the wheel is changing. It's going to be moving in your favor. We have thought, contemplation. I feel this heavily plays into this Strength card, okay? It's saying here, learn how to tame your inner beast. Be strategic. Think it out, okay? Trust yourself and trust that you have the inner strength and you have the ability to move in the right direction. Try to not let negative thoughts or limited beliefs affect how you feel about yourself or the situation, and stay focused on your goal. That's what I'm getting. So we have thought, contemplation, taking this time to analyze and strategize, bringing about good fortune for you. So we have two cards of fortune, the Wheel of Fortune, and then this is like the Wheel of Fortune in this deck, involving a home or a house or a family, or maybe property or real estate investment, okay? So whatever the situation is for you particularly, it's going to turn out in your favor. So just trust in that. Let's look at the Ace of Cups lastly, and I'm going to move on to the love readings. Excuse me 1 second. I'm so sorry. It's terrible being sick. Okay, so on the Ace of Cups, we have, in the past, there was some type of unexpected joy, a pleasant joy that took place. Perhaps someone's loyalty or fidelity came into question. This can be even if it's regarding a work situation. Maybe you're not feeling as loyal or faithful to the job because you're not happy there anymore. Or there's someone who's jealous or envious of you in the workplace, and it's causing you to question their loyalty. Obviously, if this is regarding a love relationship or a family relationship, this is just saying, you know, someone's loyalty is brought into question, and there's an ending. There's an ending or a transformation that takes place out of this. Remember, the Ace of Swords also talks about communication. So if there's a need to communicate with this individual, again, strategize it, plan it, how you're going to say it, keep yourself in control. Don't allow this person to bring out that anger or that fiery energy within you. Just be cool, calm, calculated about it. It's going to be a victory for you, okay? May mean that there's some communication that needs to take place. Maybe you just standing your ground, but do it in a very calm, calculated way. Okay, so I'm going to use two different decks for the love readings. And I'm going to do single Leos first. My ears need to pop so bad. I hate that. Oh, excuse me, guys. Can't shuffle today. Okay. Excuse me. We have the Seven of Pentacles reversed, the Four of Swords reversed. Actually, guys, I'm sorry. I had these turned upside down, so I'm going to turn them around. We won't do reversals today. Knight of Swords, Page of Wands. I thought so, because I didn't mean to have them reversed. The World card, Three of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and here's one reversed. I think I'll take it since I've turned the cards around. Being on guard. We have the Queen of Cups underneath. So I feel like this Queen of Cups as the general energy for the reading is really talking about your energy, even though you're a fire sign and the cups represent water signs. Again, the characteristics of the Court card tell me about how your energy is impacting the reading, or your perception. Gives me better understanding of your perception of what's going on. The Queen of Cups, of course, she's a female who can be male. Someone who she feels emotionally very involved in her situation or in his situation. They wear their heart on their sleeve. I feel you're anxious for love, or you're waiting for love. You're wanting things to change and transform in your love life. I see that you may have been doing some reflecting and taking a time out for yourself prior to wanting to get involved in a relationship. Maybe for some of you, if you've ended a relationship recently, or in the last, I want to say 3 months, you feel as though you need that time and that space to just enjoy life and get to know yourself again. You may be spending more time on spirituality. You may be spending more time understanding yourself, and maybe I want to say meditation, and I want to say yoga, or I want to say other spiritual practices that open you up, because you're reflecting on past relationships and you see that you deserved better, but you put up with a lot, and now you're wanting something completely different. And whether you realize it or not, this transformation that you're going through, it's really a strong life lesson for you, because it's causing a change or a shift in your life, where it's like God, the universe, is saying, okay, you've learned your lesson, you've gone through whatever karma you needed to go through, and now you're entering a new phase. So you've reflected on the past, you've made some decisions, you realize that perhaps those decisions that you made in the past regarding love and relationships were, I want to say, naive. You may have just realized, I wasn't paying attention to the signs that I should have paid attention to. I wasn't communicating authentically in this relationship. I kept things to myself, or I didn't want to believe or see things for what they were in these past relationships. And so it caused you to have a lot of ups and downs emotionally. And you're tired of riding the wave. You're tired of juggling, right? So you take a time out and you realize, okay, I need to take time for myself. I need to reflect. I need to spend more time getting to know myself again and realizing what it is I truly want in a relationship. Again, this comes about with the world as the center in the center card in the reading, is saying that you've learned a valuable life lesson and you're overcoming that time and that phase in your life. New love will be coming in. However, it may cause, or may require, I should say, a timeout for you to really reflect. And it's saying here, with this transition or with this ending of the old way or habits that you used to have regarding relationships and love, there's going to be some new perspectives or new understanding about love, and you may actually come out realizing that what you wanted in the past is not what you want in the present, or not what you're looking forward to having in a new relationship. The Knight of Swords, it's an energy. The Knights are energy. And the Knight of Swords is all about, it's like truth coming into this reading. It's facing this Four of Swords. So I feel like it's saying during this time that you're taking this time to reevaluate and gain this fresh perspective and go through this, mental, physical change. New clarity, new insight, new ways of communicating are going to be coming through. I'm also getting, for some of you, this is a past love that may come back once they understand that you're not where you were, and they may realize this person doesn't feel for me the way they have in the past. They're not communicating with me the way they have in the past. So this person may be coming back to say, what's going on? I don't feel like they genuinely want to rekindle something, but they just see a difference in you, and it strikes some curiosity within them. The Three of Swords. So for some of you, if this past person comes back, this is obviously going to be a relationship or a rekindling that is not healthy. So if I were you, tread lightly and don't give your heart away too soon. For some of you, it may just be, don't even allow this person to come back at all, period. You don't have to, it's your choice, but you could just decide to not even deal with this person. For what? If they're going to break your heart, what's the point? And you already know, this is the kind of person you already know. They've broken your heart in the past. They just see a difference in you and they're inquisitive, but there's nothing really there, okay? I feel like it's an ego thing for them. They just want, oh, well, she's not, or he's not paying attention to me like they were. Let me see what's going on. And as soon as they stroke my ego, I'm out the door. For some of you, this Three of Hearts is talking about you having to overcome some past heartbreak and let go of the walls that you've built, so that you can be open to receiving love. You can be open to new love. And this Nine of Wands is looking at the Hanged Man. So it's telling me that this fresh perspective for some of you requires some of you to let your guard down. Be willing to trust. I know that's hard after we go through some heartbreak or heartache, but you learning how to trust again, it's evolving you into this new way of being in relationships and bringing new partners, different kinds of partners, different people into your circle, okay? So let your guard down and learn how to trust again. Yes, it's a sacrifice, because the hangman can represent sacrifice. So yes, it may be a sacrifice for some of you, because you're putting yourself in a vulnerable state. But that's what love is about. It's about being vulnerable and being willing to trust or to try for the sake of gaining something beautiful. Okay, so we'll look at a couple cards here. Let's look at the Three of Swords. Again, as a reminder, these are general readings, so these Three of Swords can mean something different for many of you. But let's just see. I have a card flip out. Three of Swords. Yeah. And this kind of plays into the general reading too, so I don't know, because I mean the death cards come up twice now. Perhaps you were doing some background investigations on someone in the past, okay? Or you've been interested in someone and going through their Facebook, or, you know, trying to get more information on them, maybe even asking friends or family members, are they dating? Are they single? What are they like? But you've been inquisitive and researching someone, either from your past or someone that you haven't been involved with. But there is communication that comes in, and this may be in your past as well. Perhaps you were snooping around and you found something on your partner, and you found some communication that you weren't too happy with. You saw that they were communicating with someone else. Or if this is in your present, I would say that this person that you've been interested in, because this is for singles, so it's someone you're not presently with, someone that you've been interested in, you receive some type of communication and you understand that this person's not available, so it has to, your infatuation with them or your desire with them ends. Or this can be, there's just a major transformation in your relationship with this individual that maybe you've been admiring, and it's heartbreaking because you realize they're not who you thought they were. And the sacrifice comes in letting them go. Let's look at the Hanged Man. Yeah, there's a sacrifice for some of you because there was a change that took place. Thief can represent change. It caused, this is like the Tower and the Rider-Waite, misfortune. And it's with someone that you trusted, a confidant, someone that you thought would be a good what's the word I'm looking for? A good prospect for love and relationships. This can be a friend that you've had for quite some time, or it can be someone that you just felt that comfortable with, that you felt you could trust them, but you're realizing that perhaps you could not. I can also see this as, the old woman can represent a mother figure or a grandmother, so perhaps you're relying on some parental advice, or an old woman who could be a mother or grandmother or a woman that's older than you that you can confide in, that basically gives you advice to let this person go and move forward and not worry so much about what they're doing. You need to move on and find somebody else that's more of a prospect for you. I want to look at the Knight of Swords. Conversation. Excuse me one second. I'm sorry, guys. Oh man, I hate being sick. Knight of Swords, we have the conversation. So there was a conversation with someone at one point, and you realized this person is not going to be what you intended or what you wanted them to be. So for some of you, this can be a past love, and you're finally realizing you need to let them go. But you've been maybe watching them. You've been maybe checking out their Facebook or their social media. This can also just say you realize, and I don't want to say enemy per se, but you realize they don't have your best interest in mind. And you need to let this person go. Because you realize they're not all that they were cracked up to be or what you thought they would be. So, again, this is for singles, so I feel like it's someone that you had a love interest in. This could be someone that you had an interest in for quite some time even. And you are very emotionally attached to this situation. However, you're seeing a different side of this person over the next 6 weeks. And you're realizing that, you know what, maybe I just need to let them go. You do some research, you find out, okay, they're not what I thought they were, or they're involved in something, or maybe another relationship that I'm not gonna fight for this person. I'm not gonna defend myself with this person. I'm just gonna move on. For some of you, this can be saying that a water sign comes into your life. So that could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, okay? But right away, over the course of the next 6 weeks, as you get to know them and you maybe research their social media or what have you, you realize, okay, they're different than what I thought they were. They're into things that I'm not really interested in. Or they're already involved with somebody and they're trying to talk to me. And that can make you want to completely walk away and not fight for this person and not defend yourself with this person, you know, not even try to stand your ground. Just let it go, because emotionally it's just turmoil and you don't want to deal with that. Okay, so I'm going to move on now to the coupled Leos. Last shuffle here, guys. Thank you for your patience. Okay, High Priestess flew out, so I'm going to set this to the side. And I think we're ready to deal. Ace of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. The Sun card. Beautiful so far. Six of Cups, 10 of Wands, Page of Wands, the Star card, 9 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, one more minute, guys. I'm sorry. Ugh. So sorry. Okay. What I'm seeing here is for some of you, If you've been trying to get pregnant or have a child, you will find out over the next 6 weeks that you are with child. And it may be that you weren't expecting this. You wanted it, but you weren't expecting it to happen when it did. And you're kind of questioning whether or not you're going to be able to handle a pregnancy in the midst of maybe, work and other things that you have going on in your life or in your home. I definitely see that. And so for some of you, it could be twins. You're pregnant with twins. This is something that you've been wishing for and hoping for, and it's a wish granted. Also, for some of you, I feel like there's a fresh beginning or a new start in your love relationships. I want to say there's a rekindling of passion. If things have been kind of dull, or you've just been kind of getting along, feeling more like roommates than actual lovers and partners, I feel that that's going to change over the next 6 weeks. I feel as though for some of you, it's been very burdensome to have this new start with your partner. Perhaps, you've had a lot of communication with one another saying, I'm not feeling like I'm getting what I need in this relationship. Or perhaps you haven't even communicated that, but you've felt it. You've definitely felt like, I need more. I need that rekindling. I need that romance. I need that intimacy. I need that chemistry, that connection that we used to have, because right now things have just been kind of sizzling out. But over the course of the next 6 weeks, starting in mid-May to the end of June, that's what this reading is for, that time frame. We have two beautiful new beginnings here. It's talking about a new beginning on an emotional level, but also on a physical level. So I feel like you're going to be reconnecting with each other intimately, physically, but also emotionally and spiritually. You're coming to a better understanding, and I feel that you both are remembering why you two connected in the first place. What was the point? And what connections did we have back then? Even revisiting old memories, or going back to a place where maybe you had a first date, or you had your first, some memory, some place that sparks that memory for you, or even like maybe where you had your honeymoon, or where you vacationed a lot, or where you spent a lot of time together in the beginnings of your relationship. You're just going back to that sense of nostalgia that you're experiencing, that nostalgia, I should say, and it's a wish come true. The star card, for me, the star card represents blessings, and it represents healing. So it's about healing this relationship so that you can have that reconnection, and it's a wish granted for you. It's what you desire. And the 10 of Wands being here in the center is saying you're at the end of that burden. You're at the end of feeling overwhelmed with not getting what you want in your marriage or in your relationship. The Sun card, beautiful. The Sun card always sheds light on the spread. And it's about joy, and it's about love, and it's about, again, we have two cards, the Six of Cups and then the Sun card is all about going back to childhood dreams and living carefree and open like we did when we were children, and just enjoying life and experiencing life and enjoying love and experiencing love without placing all the limitations or doubts or fears that we place on them as adults, right? So it's that strong reconnection. And again, with the Page of Wands, it's telling me there's a reigniting of passion. The Page of Wands is looking directly up at the Sun card. There's a reigniting of the passion in your relationship, and there's more give and take now in this relationship. There's more of a balance between you and your partner. You're understanding each other more. You're communicating more. You're more physically intimate, so you feel you have that connection with your partner some more, okay? The High Priestess here is telling me that this is something that you've wanted to create in your relationship for some time. Perhaps you've been working on manifesting this. You've been maybe even going within and asking yourself, what can I do to better our relationship? How can I reconnect with my partner? And it's been very beneficial for you. in your relationship. Now, the Five of Pentacles here as the outcome card. For me, I'm seeing it more as a warning and also as a lesson. It's saying here, because in this card, these two are, wounded soldiers. They've been through some hard stuff, right? And there's this beautiful chapel behind them. And we don't know if these people even bothered to knock on the door and ask for help, or if they just assumed that they wouldn't be helped and they just walked away. So they're feeling left out in the cold, and they just go without. So it's saying here, knock on the door. You need to knock on the door. You need to spark that connection with your partner again, and don't assume that something's dead and over if it's not. Don't let go of the burden, pretty much. This can also be saying, act more childlike, act more fun. Whatever nuisances or little issues you had in your relationship that have been putting strain on your relationship, try to let them go and focus on enjoying your partner, reconnecting and remembering why you two came together to begin with. A warning, again, is just don't assume something's not working or that you're not going to get what you want, okay? Knock on the door. That means talk to your partner. Try to reconnect with your partner. Ask, what can I do to rekindle the passion in our relationship? Be more childlike, be more fun, be more innovative, be more creative, be more emotionally inspired and optimistic and hopeful. The Five of Pentacles is also telling me that for some of you, perhaps this heavy burden has left you feeling left out in the cold. Perhaps you haven't felt like your partner is giving you the attention that you need, okay? And again, it's just saying here, let go of that burden. Stop blaming just the other person, because it's asking you to, you've made a wish, you've had this desire, and it's coming for you. So open your heart and open yourself to receiving it. Don't make your partner feel left out, like shut in the cold, because you've been feeling, oh, I've been carrying this burden, and now you want to have fun, now you want to play, now you want to have this new beginning. Well, I'm not having it because I've been carrying this burden for so long. And you may be a bit resentful. You may feel like, I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to try anymore. But it's saying here, do that. Just let it go. Let go of the burden, because there's such beautiful cards around it. You're going to have that reconnection with your partner. And it's going to be beautiful. And it's going to be what you want. It's going to be what you truly want. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so let's look at the Five of Pentacles here first. Okay, yeah, so we have beautiful cards on the Five of Pentacles, so I just feel like it's more of a warning than anything else. Just watch how you react, and make sure you're knocking on the door and you're asking for this fresh beginning. We have the old friend, old acquaintance, so your partner is someone that you genuinely feel you have a strong friendship with. It's saying spend more time understanding one another. You can be studying up on one another, but this can also just be saying, maybe doing a project together, I would say. Embarking on something together can help you come out of this place where you feel left out in the cold. And it's going to be a fortunate turn of events in your relationship. Let's look at the Ten of Wands here. So perhaps someone in the past was acting very cocky or arrogant, or, turning their nose up, acting like they weren't a part of the problem in the relationship, or just kind of ignoring you, or turning their back on you in a sense, or you to them. But then the lover comes back and tries to reconnect and reestablish the relationship, and it's a pleasant surprise. It's a fortunate surprise. So it's a letting go of that burden and welcoming the happiness and the joy that's there for you. I want to look at this Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there's that strong, to me, I'm just getting this strong sense of reconnecting intimately. A lot of sex, a lot of passion, a lot of intimacy, like laying in bed together and talking and reconnecting and going out for breakfast and just, or him making you breakfast or her making you breakfast and just spending that quality time together. We have the sweetheart, so you're feeling that love again, you're feeling that intimacy, you're feeling desired again. And there's a I want to say a reestablishment of the faithfulness. You're understanding the loyalty of your partner, and they're understanding your loyalty. And this is the wife card, so this can be you or this can be your partner. Feeling just, feeling like there's a more of a balance in love and sharing with one another, being open and communicating with one another, and sharing the wealth with one another, sharing the wealth of your love, of your intimacy, of your gifts, of your talents, of whatever it is that you two feel you want to share with one another. So it's a beautiful, beautiful reading. It's just saying here, be open to it, don't hold any grudges, let go of any burdens or anything that, because it's not going to benefit you here. Just really focus on that reestablishment of your relationship, and it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful 6 weeks. So that was your reading, Leo. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I'm sorry for being late. I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful next 6 weeks, and I am hoping I will be back with more readings between then and now. So again, wish you all the best, and you'll be hearing from me soon. Bye.